If you're over 50, your dress shirt is either making you look powerful or making you disappear. Most men don't realize how much a simple shirt can age them, soften them, or sharpen them. You can be in great shape, wear good shoes, even have a strong presence. But if your shirt is wrong, you instantly look tired, outdated, or like you stopped caring years ago. In this video, you'll learn 5 precise dress shirt moves that make you look sharper at work and at dinner. You'll see how to update your shirt fit, your collar, your colors, your fabrics, and your details without looking like you're trying too hard. You'll know exactly what to wear to the office, to a client dinner, or to a night out with your wife. And you'll be able to do it with quiet confidence, using shirts you actually enjoy wearing. The power of a modern, mature fit. Most men over 50 are wearing dress shirts that are either too big and boxy or too tight and youthful. Both send the wrong message. Boxy says you gave up. Tight says you're chasing your 30s. You want a fit that follows your body, not squeezes it, and definitely doesn't float around you like a sail. That balance is what makes you look strong, not strained. When you try on a dress shirt, pay attention first to the shoulders. The shoulder seam should end right at the edge of your shoulder bone, not halfway down your arm. If it's dropping, you look slouched and heavier than you are. If it's sitting too high, you look stiff and uncomfortable. Next, look at how the shirt falls through the torso. You don't want fabric ballooning out when you tuck it in. At the same time, you don't want buttons pulling across your midsection. Aim for a straight, clean line down your sides with just a bit of room to move. Sleeves matter more than you think. If your sleeves are huge, your arms look smaller and your whole upper body looks softer. If they're skin tight, every movement looks forced. You want a smooth, clean sleeve that shows you have shape without clinging to your bicep or forearm. Collars that command respect. Your collar is the first thing people see near your face. The wrong collar can make your neck look shorter, your jaw weaker, and your whole upper body less powerful. The right collar frames your face, makes your jawline look cleaner, and instantly makes you look more in control. Think of your collar as your silent introduction. For most men over 50, a simple spread collar is your best friend. It sits open nicely without a tie, and it looks sharp and balanced with one. Avoid tiny, skinny collars that scream trend, and avoid floppy, oversized collars that look like they came from the 90s. You want structure, not drama. At the office, a crisp white or light blue spread collar shirt under a dark blazer sends a clear message. You're serious, modern, and still very much in the game. For dinner, unbutton the top button, let the collar sit naturally, and you instantly look more relaxed but still refined. The collar does the work for you. Pay attention to collar height and stiffness. If your collar collapses or curls, you look tired, even if you're not. Look for shirts with a collar that stands up cleanly and frames your neck. It doesn't need to be stiff as cardboard, but it should never look weak. That small detail separates just a shirt from a shirt that makes you look like the man in charge. Color moves that make you look alive. As you age, harsh colors can drain your face. Pure black shirts, super bright colors, or loud patterns can make your skin look dull and your lines deeper. On the other hand, the right shades can make you look rested, healthy, and sharp. Your dress shirt color is one of the easiest wins you can make. Start with the classics that work on almost every man over 50. Crisp white, light blue, and soft blue-gray are unbeatable for the office. They look clean, professional, and they brighten your face under harsh office lighting. Paired with a navy blazer or charcoal suit, they never look dated. For dinners and evenings, shift slightly darker and richer. A deep navy dress shirt, a soft charcoal, or a muted burgundy can look powerful and masculine. These colors work especially well under dim restaurant lighting. They give you presence without making you look like you're trying to be the flashiest man in the room. Be careful with bold patterns and wild colors. If the first thing people see is your shirt pattern, they aren't seeing you. Aim for subtle stripes or very fine checks if you like pattern. But let the color and the fit do the talking, not the print. You want people to remember your face, not your shirt's design. Fabric that works with your life, not against it. At 50 plus, comfort matters more, but it can't look like comfort. Your dress shirt should feel easy on your skin, breathe well, and move with you. But it still needs to look crisp and intentional, not like a casual weekend shirt. The fabric you choose is what makes that possible. For work, focus on smooth, mid-weight cotton. It should feel solid, not paper thin. Too thin and every line and undershirt shows through, which looks cheap and messy. Too heavy and you'll overheat and look stiff. A clean, tightly woven cotton gives you a polished surface that photographs well and looks sharp in any meeting. If you run warm or live in a hot climate, look for breathable weaves. You can find dress shirts labeled as stretch or performance, but choose carefully. Some look too shiny or synthetic. You want something that still looks like a proper dress shirt, not a gym top pretending to be office wear. For dinners and evenings, you can add a touch of texture. A soft twill or a subtle brushed cotton feels richer. It gives your shirt a bit of depth without turning it into a casual flannel. The key is this: if you could wear it under a blazer and walk into a nice restaurant confidently, the fabric is doing its job. Cuffs, buttons, and the quiet details. Most men ignore shirt details, but that's where real refinement lives. At 50 plus, you're not competing with loud logos or flashy trends. You win with subtle, controlled details that say you know what you're doing. Your cuffs, buttons, and finishing touches separate average from elegant. Look at your cuffs first. Button cuffs are perfectly fine for most men and most offices. But make sure they're neat, clean, and not frayed or stained. If you wear a watch, your cuff should rest lightly on it, not get stuck halfway up your forearm. That small adjustment instantly makes you look more put together. If you wear French cuffs, keep them simple. Choose discreet cufflinks in silver or a dark metal, nothing oversized or novelty. French cuffs at the office or at a formal dinner can look powerful and controlled. Just don't wear them with loud shirts or wild ties. Let the clean shirt and sharp cufflinks speak quietly. Buttons matter more than you think. Cheap, plastic-looking buttons can make even a decent shirt look low quality. Look for thicker, slightly matte buttons that feel solid. And pay attention to how the placket, the strip where the buttons sit, lies on your chest. If it's twisting or pulling, the shirt is either poor quality or the wrong size. Tuck, untuck, and the right length. You can have the best shirt in the world and ruin it by wearing it at the wrong length. At work, a dress shirt should almost always be tucked in. At dinner, you might want the option to untuck. But not every dress shirt can do both, and that's where men over 50 often go wrong. A true dress shirt is designed to be tucked. The hem is longer, often with a curved shape. When you tuck it into your trousers and raise your arms, it should stay in place without popping out. If it keeps coming loose, the shirt is either too short or too big around your waist. That constant retucking looks sloppy and distracted. For more relaxed dinners, you might want a shirt you can wear untucked with dark jeans or tailored chinos. In that case, the length should hit around mid-fly in the front and just below the curve of your backside in the back. Any longer and it looks like a nightshirt. Any shorter and it looks like you borrowed a teenager's shirt. If you're not sure, err on the side of tucking your shirt in for both work and dinner. A tucked-in, well-fitted dress shirt with a clean belt and sharp shoes always looks intentional. An untucked shirt can look casual and modern, but only if the length is correct and the rest of your outfit is equally sharp. Transitioning from office to dinner with one shirt. The smartest move for a man over 50 is owning shirts that work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You don't always have time to go home and change. So your shirt needs to look just as good in a meeting as it does at a restaurant table. That's where strategic choices come in. A light blue or white spread collar dress shirt is your safest office to dinner weapon. At work, wear it tucked in with dark trousers and a blazer. Keep the top button done with or without a tie, depending on how formal your day is. You'll look sharp, reliable, and current. When it's time for dinner, remove the tie if you wore one. Open the top button, maybe the second if the setting is relaxed. Let the collar sit naturally, keep the shirt tucked, and roll your sleeves neatly to just below the elbow if the mood is more casual. You've just gone from business to relaxed authority with almost no effort. If you know your day ends with a date night or a special dinner, consider a slightly richer color. A deep navy or charcoal dress shirt under a dark blazer looks strong at work and even better at dinner. You still keep the same rules: clean fit, sharp collar, proper length. One shirt, two environments, same confident man. Closing thoughts. Your dress shirts are not just pieces of fabric. They frame